S.O.L.I.D is an acronym for the first 5 object-oriented design principles by Uncle Bob. These principles are intended to guide software developers in creating more flexible, maintainable, and scalable software applications. What problem these S.O.L.I.D principles solve? Working with the legacy code, rereading the code multiple times to get to the part you need to change, hard to understand what the method does, spending a lot more time to fix a minor bug. S.O.L.I.D stands for S. Single responsibility principle. O. Open closed. L. Liskov substitution principle. I. Interface segregation. And D. Dependency inversion principle. Now let's check each of these with an example. Single responsibility principle. As it's clear from its name, a class should only be responsible for one thing. That means a class could change for only one reason. Let's first see the bad practice in which maintenance is not pleasant, because of all the things in one single place: validation, GET request, and also painting. And now if we apply the principle of single responsibility, it will change like this. Now the developer can focus on the desired functionality. Note that the result class is responsible for executing the flow. Open-close principle. It states that for good practice you should be able to add new features without modifying the existing code. In another word, an entity should be open for extensions but closed for modification. Look at this example. Note that rectangle and circle respect the single responsibility principle as they only have a single responsibility. The problem is inside area calculator, because if we added other shapes we would have to add more if conditions, and thus the calculate method would require maintenance. The code itself may also become hard to read. Thanks to abstraction and inheritance, we can do much better. Now we have the possibility to add or remove as many classes as we want without changing area calculator. For example, if we added class triangle extends area, we wouldn't need to update the area calculator because the overridden method is inherited. The L in S.O.L.I.D is for Liskov substitution principle, which states that subclasses should be substitutable for the classes from which they were derived. For example, if class B is a subtype of class A, then class A can be replaced with objects of type class B without changing or breaking the behavior of the program. Or for example, you fed your neighbor's pet duck expired bread and now it's dead, and you decided to replace it with a toy duck. So, guess what? He won't be happy. In this example, fighter plane and paper plane classes both extending the plane class which contains start engine method. So it's clear that fighter plane can start engine but paper plane can't. So it's breaking Liskov substitution principle. After applying the Liskov substitution principle, we will have 2 abstract classes, one called real plane and one called plane. In real plane we will have a method called start engine. And now fighter jet class extends real plane and paper plane extends plane. Interface segregation principle. This principle states that clients don't have to implement a behavior they don't need. The gist of this principle is, you should create small interfaces with minimal methods. Let's look at this example. The problem here is that robots don't need to sleep, so we don't know how to implement that method. Worker represents an entity able to make a job, and it assumes that if you can work, then you can also sleep. In our case, this assumption is not always valid, so let's split the class. This is much better. Now robot is not forced to implement sleep anymore, and we have loosened the constraints for implementers. Dependency inversion principle. Entities must depend on abstractions, not on concretions. It states that the high-level module must not depend on the low-level module, but they should depend on abstractions. This might sound bloated, but it is really easy to understand. This principle allows for decoupling, an example that seems like the best way to explain this principle. First, the MySQL connection is the low-level module while the password reminder is high-level. But according to the definition of D in S.O.L.I.D, which states that depend on abstraction, not on concretions, this snippet above violates this principle as the password reminder class is being forced to depend on the MySQL connection class. Later, if you were to change the database engine, you would also have to edit the password reminder class, and thus violates open-close principle. The password reminder class should not care what database your application uses. To fix this again, we code to an interface. Since high-level and low-level modules should depend on abstraction, we can create an interface like this. The interface has a connect method, and the MySQL connection class implements this interface. Also, instead of directly type hinting MySQL connection class in the constructor of the password reminder, we instead type hint the interface, and no matter the type of database your application uses, the password reminder class can easily connect to the database without any problems, and open-close principle is not violated. According to the little snippet above, you can now see that both the high-level and low-level modules depend on abstraction. And make sure hit the subscribe button to get next video.